Today we're going to be looking at a couple advanced combination passing patterns. So if that interests you, stick around. These exercises come straight from the book Advanced Combination Exercises from EliteTrainingBooks.com. You can also find it at Amazon.com. In exercise number 1, we see 3 diagrams. In diagram 1, we see that the players are set up in a triangular shape. Minimum number of players for this exercise is 4. Player number 2 checks away, then comes to the ball. Player number 1 passes to player number 2. In diagram 2, we see player number 1 has supported his pass. Player 2 drops the pass one touch to player number 1, who quickly passes to player number 3. Player 3 has timed a checking run to support the ball. Player 2 quickly makes a run around the cone. In diagram number 3, player 3 drops the ball back to player number 2, then 3 runs around his cone to receive a wall pass back from player number 2. Player 3 then passes to beginning to start the series again. The rotation of this exercise is player 1 moves to cone number 2, player 2 moves to cone number 3, and player 3 then moves to cone number 1. The coaching points for this exercise is constant communication with the players, proper checking away and then checking to, quality passing technique, quality passes along the ground, and players just need to get into the flow of the exercise. That way the exercise is able to be done at a high work rate. After a set bit of time, the coach can then make the triangle go in the opposite direction. That way players get work going both ways. For this next exercise, players really need to have a good grasp on timing of runs, their movement, and communication, as well as passing technique. Otherwise, the exercise will break down very quickly. Take a look at diagram number 1 to see how the exercise is set up. In order for the exercise to work, you need at least 5 players. As you can see in diagram number 1, players are still in a triangular shape except for one player starting in the middle. In diagram number 2, the exercise begins. Player 1 passes to player 4 who's in the middle. Player 4 passes to player number 2. Player 1 follows his pass towards the middle. Player 4 follows his pass towards player 2. In diagram 3, we see that player number 2, who had just received the ball, passes to player number 1, who made the run into the middle. Player number 1 then passes to the next player, which is player number 3. Both players follow their pass, with player number 2 coming into the middle. In diagram number 4, we see player 3 passes to player number 2, who made his run into the middle. Player number 2 passes to the beginning cone to continue the exercise. So putting it a little bit more simply, player on the outside is going to pass to the inside player and then make a run to the inside because he's going to be the next player that's going to receive the ball on the inside. And the ball just continuously passes to the next player and the next player and the next player, going inside then outside, inside then outside. After a set amount of time, the coach will then have the players go in the opposite direction. The coaching points for this exercise are the same as the last exercise. A lot of communication, quality of passing, and the timing of runs have to be even better. You don't want the person making the run into the middle to be standing when they receive the ball. You want them to actually be moving and pass the ball on the move. As players get adjusted to this exercise, the coach should have the outside players make a checking run away and then to the ball, trying to time it to where they're also moving when they receive the pass. If you guys want more information, more exercises, take a look at the book Advanced Combination Exercises from EliteTrainingBooks.com. You can also find it on Amazon.com. This is Coach B. Take care.